Hello and welcome to Model Kit Beginner. My name is Roland. We are broadcasting from Cape Town. Today we're going to have a look, as you can see, at a motorbike which I remember well from my younger days. Also, I never owned one. I certainly knew quite a few people who owned one, and it was quite a hot bike at the time. It's the Honda CB750. Here we go. There you can see it. There's really nothing interesting or English on the side of the box. Here's a different color scheme which looks quite interesting. I like that light blue, always been a fan. And yeah, and on this side it's in red and grey, or black and white really. Not quite sure how I'm gonna do it. To be honest, I have checked if everything is in the box, but apart from that I haven't opened that box at all. See, what's with all the bikes? Yeah, I don't know. I just have a bit in a bike mood at the moment. So I'm not building this one at the moment. I'm busy with a Renault 4. Let me back in a second. Right, I'm busy with a Renault 4. The Renault 4 Fourgonette, my last review. And here it is. And I have a kind of a light blue that reminded me when I saw that bike. This particular light blue is a nail polish color. Yeah, here's the underside pan, if you like. And yeah, it came out quite nicely. So all we need to do now is to put the decals on, of which there aren't too many. Then we can clear coat it. I think that will be tomorrow's mission, tonight, putting the decals on and making sure that they are all good and dry. I also finished my Yamaha. Here you go. I must tell you, I had quite a bit of fun with that. That was my very first bike, and I really did enjoy that. Very cool. I must take some proper photos, and then I put it into my section in what you have finished, so we can see it on the Friday night live show on International Scale Modeler. But now we obviously go rather to the Honda CB750F, which is the one you see here to that side. I always get that confused. So what we're going to do, we're going to quickly switch over to ScaleMates and look at the history, and then I'll do the recording of the bench and actually the history as well with a headset. You must tell me if that improves the audio, because especially when I'm on the bench, I have the tripod with the camera here in front of me, so I'm always fairly far away from the microphone. So maybe it's better when was today delivered a headset. So let's see. I think it has a decent microphone, but you'll be the judge of that. Please do let me know. But let's head down over to ScaleMates and see about the history of the Honda CB750F. So here we are with the Honda CB750F. It is here on ScaleMates. See, no surprises here. It's a kit from 1982. It's in 112. And it's obviously in the motorcycle category. 1982 was the first one which came out, which appears to be the kit we're having. And then they had in 1995 a different one. Let's have a quick look at it as a bigger picture. Here you go. Which is also very attractive, very nice. I like that, I like the striping, very pretty. But we have the older version, 1982, so this is something which we need to keep in mind. Let me have a look at it, and you see it's still available everywhere in all the online shops. I wonder if it hasn't been repopped, because it was not an expensive thing. And I'm sure they have repopped it again, and it's just not here in ScaleMates, because it wasn't expensive either. It was actually quite nice. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to the bench, and we'll have a look what we find ourselves in the box. Right, and here we are with the box of the Honda CB750F. Let's have a look what's in here. Right, here we go. A bag with clear and other plastics. Another bag with grey, chrome and decal sheet all in one package. Interesting. And there's a bag with black plastic, that one here. Got that in. Then there's tires, screws, some piping right over here. And then we have a instruction sheet in English as well as Japanese, it appears. Right. So let's have a look what we have here. A bit about the history of the Honda CB750F, how it came out in 1979, that it was a 4-cylinder. It was quite something at the day. Wow, 4-cylinder. It was quite a selling point for the bike actually. Right, and here we start right out with the engine. Here you are. Very nice, very nice. Then we got the frame, wheels, a rear wheel assembly at the bottom. Here we have then suspension parts, exhausts. That's always funny. We'll have a look at those exhaust parts just now. Then we had a front wheel and a front fork. Oh, there's only one fork, that is in the front. And yeah, the instructions looking very similar to the last Yamaha which I've built, which was obviously also from Tamiya. And I must say those instructions were good. There was nothing wrong with them. And here we have the decal placement right over there. And here you can check whether you have all your parts in your box. So that's great. I would say let's get started. Let's start with the with this one here first. Where's my knife? Here we go. These are the tires. I'm sure you have seen. Here we go. Let's have a look at those. Front wheel. Let's get that down a little bit so we can see better and I don't have to lift my arm as high. Right. There you go. A little bit of a seam in the middle, but that can be taken care of. The thread is deep enough that you will not sand it away by accident. Very nice. Nice and elastic, squishy. Here is the rear tire. That's pretty cool. I like that. I think that is very, very nice. Here you go. Now you can see it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. And then we have a bit of piping right over here. And then there are a couple of screws, which you can see here. And that's in that little package. Now, what shall we do? Shall we do this one? Now we have this package, which has fairing parts, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, it's obviously Tamiya, so we are working with staples again. Don't we all love the staples? Right, that's a very odd decision to pack the clear parts together with the white plastic. Let's have a look at the clear parts here. Here we go. They look pretty nice, very pretty. Nice structure inside there as well. Yeah, I think they will build up very, very nicely. Put that back into the plastic. Certainly not the white one, so we don't scratch it any further. And let's have a look at the tank, just right over here in two parts. Here you go. 1, 2, fender. Here we have the rear and another fender right over here. Looks all very clean. Color is kind of an off-white. Now let's go for this one, because it has the decal sheet, which I also have just popped into a plastic bag with the parts. Very odd decision. Anyway, here they are, different stripes to choose from, different colors, which is very nice. And here you have the instruments, very crisp, very pretty. These are Tamiya decals, so they are not quite as good as the cartograph decals they come out sometimes with. So be careful when you use those, especially if this is an older kit, which I said I don't know. I guess it's a repop. But anyway, just be careful with them. They might just disintegrate on you. So just try with the Tamiya writing at the bottom first. Here we have the chrome parts, and right out of the gate you obviously see that you will have to dechrome your exhaust. Glue it together then. Fill the seams if needed to be filling, and then re-chrome it again. There's, I'm afraid, no way around that one. Then we have some other beautiful parts, covers right over here, pipes. The plating is delicious, really nice. Look at that huge light over here. And then some other little chrome parts. The suspension is also in chrome. Here you are. So that obviously you would like to have a go at that and probably paint it up or weather it up a little bit. Right, then let's get to the grey sprue. Let's put this chrome sprue back into the plastic. Here we are. Right, the grey sprue has mostly engine parts. See them right over here. Glad to see engine is not out of chrome. I will not chrome it either. Very, very nice. Here we have brakes and inner wheels. See right over here, so I need to stay in the picture here. Here we are. Oh, there's some. That looks very crisp, nice detail. I mean, yeah, just always keep in mind it's a 1985 kit. Is that what we said? 82. It's a 1982 kit. Very good. 1982 kit, you cannot moan. Not at all. Here's the braking pedal as well. Gives you a little bit more. Have a look at the detail. Yeah, very cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, and then last but not least, we have this bag over here with some black parts. Not one, but two sprues. Let's have a look at the smaller one first. Which has some parts over here which I honestly don't have a clue what they are. Oh, not the pistons, are they? Why would they be? There's the stand, kickstand. There is the seat. Here you go. That looks quite neat. And here's the wheels. Front wheel, rear wheel. Here you go. Pretty cool. And then what builds up the wheel on the other side. And this is the handlebar. Here you go. It all has seams, so it all needs a bit of cleaning up, but I guess that is to be expected. Even the most modern kits have seams, so that is not an issue. Here we have a look at the chain. Now if you are a really full-blooded bike builder, you get yourself a metallic chain or an extra chain or a 3D printed chain. I will just do with that one. We have some other parts. I can see some hooters over here. This looks like the instrument panel right over here. There we go. And obviously the frame parts over here. We have some more. That's the rear fairing. I think. Handlebars, that's always interesting. How are they done? How did they do the brake flute container, that kind of stuff? Looks pretty neat. Looks pretty good. I actually like it, I think. There we go. I think it's not a bad job. Are these the mirrors? Oh right, all in one piece. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you don't need to fiddle mirrors on here, you see. Let me show you. There you go. See this one? That's the mirrors. Yeah, pretty cool. I like that a lot. But there, no, it's not the mirrors. It's the indicators. Are these the indicators? I don't know. I don't know. You got me. Maybe the mirrors is on the chrome. It's not gonna let me sleep tonight if I don't know. Yeah, mirrors are on the chrome tree. Here you have them. Okay, so these unders are just the indicator molds where the indicator glass, etc. goes in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, in a nut and any other shell, is the Honda CB750F. Legendary bike from the 70s. Well, legendary if you're my generation. And we certainly looks a very decent kit. If you're like me and only have built one bike so far and like to handle your way up to more complicated builds, I think you can do a lot worse than this one. So let me give you my final thoughts. Back upstairs. And here we are. That was the Honda CB750F from the fine folks over at Tamiya. I'm going to tell you what, if you would start out, you know, if that's your first bike or one of your first bikes, you can do a lot worse. Especially at the price I got it from, and I see them everywhere. They are not, there is certainly a re-release of that 82 kit. And I'm telling you what, they are not expensive. So if you start out in the bike hobby, I think that's a good one to do. I think I paid 320 Rand, which is less than $20. And this kit looks lots of fun, lots of parts. You can go ahead and paint it and do with it to your heart's content, see what you like and what you don't like, and have fun with it. I hope you do, because it's certainly a nice kit. Anyway, that's all from me. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I wish you all a lovely, lovely time, and greetings from Cape Town. Cheers.